Okay. Apologies, please. Before I start, Mr. Principal, Registrar, our distinguished lecturers and staffs, fellow students, ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to be addressing you today in this TED Talk show. My name is Usman Kaba, a BSc final year student, Faculty of Technology and Engineering, Computer Science Department to be specific. This presentation is tailored for lecturers and students, aiming to spark a conversation and inspire the pursuit of tech-driven solutions to real-world challenges. So before we go further, today we'll be discussing of the relevance and impact of computer science, not just globally, but particularly in our country, Sierra Leone. Let's start with a common misconception, which we all do have in our minds. Many people feel like or think computer science is just sitting in front of a computer, writing these lines of code, inputting random words into a computer, developing articles, and for ladies, they think it's just about watching videos and going on the internet. Though these sort of things may be part of the field, but it doesn't define its scope fully. In reality, computer science is about problem solving. It is the act and the science of creating a solution which improves our way of living, our way of working. It includes or it involves the act of understanding how we process, how we store, and how we analyze information effectively to solve real-world problem challenges. It's not just when you solve any kind of problem you become a computer scientist. No. We have problems which you can solve which tell us to what? Improving the living standards of people and how they work. Which requires what? How you process, how you store, and how you analyze information at your disposal so that you can have effective solution towards this problem. That is what it means by computer science. Let's go down to one of the subtopics we have today, which is what? The global impact of computer science. How computer science has impacted the world globally. Now, computer science drives innovations like AI and ITO. What do we mean by ITO? It's called Internet of Things. Simply Internet. Reshaping what? Industries and economy. Now, let's look at AI. All of us know that AI is the fastest growing tool currently. Literally, you can ask AI anything and it will provide for you. This is how impactful computer science has been on our daily lives. Now, let's look at how these global trends relate to our country in Sierra Leone. That brings me to what? The relevance of computer science in Sierra Leone. How has computer science been relevant in Sierra Leone? Computer science has been relevant in multiple sectors in Sierra Leone, not across. But let's look at few for the sake of time. Let's look at few for the sake of time, please. Let's look at it in terms of education. I can still remember back in the days when I was taking my WAS exam. It was very, very difficult for me to come across a WAS paper. I have to travel from Jaiton to Pesulem Street just to beg a friend to borrow me. He's not going to give me, he's just going to borrow me. But today, ICT tools have bridged the gap by providing access to knowledge through what? E-learning. Today, there is an app that you can just log in and you will have access to all WAS questions from day one to this present moment. That is what? E-learning making you have access to all these materials. Back in the days, for us to have curriculum, for us to have our syllabus was a very big problem. We used to buy syllabuses, am I correct? Whichever year is going to be updated. But you still buy it, knowing that next year it's not going to be useful. Why? Because it was very difficult for you to come across it. But today, go online, we have platform, ICT tools, which can make syllabus available for you. Curriculums available for you. You have tutorials and tutorials online. You can enhance yourself and build your skills through that. Let's look at another sector because of time. Let's look at healthcare. In Sierra Leone, I'll take this common example from my mother. My mother is the one individual. By the way, I'm the last born in the family. Whenever she's ill, when we bring her to the city and we say, okay, let's go to this particular hospital, she will say, no, I just want to see Dr. Mwana. And there's a time I asked her, why do you really suggest on seeing Dr. Mwana all the time when they are at hospitals? He said, Dr. Mwana has been with me ever since I started giving back to you guys. He said, he knows my medical history. Now, this is the reason why she doesn't want to deviate from Dr. Mwana at all. Now, every day I pray for my family, I pray for Dr. Mwana. Why? Because I don't want him to die. Because when he does, how am I going to convince my mother to see another doctor? But with the help of computer science in this country, go to Mercy Hospital. Computer science has digitalized what? The hospital record system. When you enter Mercy Hospital, all you have to give is your name. Before you know it, all your medical records are on the screen. Let's move on to what opportunities we have as computer scientists in this country. There are vast opportunities for us as computer scientists. One is what? Entrepreneurship. A lot of people are here. What is entrepreneurship? We say what? It's the act of getting a creative solution by what? Building a business to solve a particular problem that will benefit people. I don't know if I'm correct, but I'm quite sure. There are challenges that we are facing as computer scientists. One of the challenges is what? Infrastructural challenge. We have what? Constant shortage of light and unreliable internet, and it's actually hindering us. As computer scientists, when we have blackout, normally we used to run to the campus at the hours of 10 or 11 o'clock. Why? Because we want to have access to electricity. Thank you, sir. Yeah? We have projects to be completed, we have assignments to be completed, we have another things to do. But because of what? Constant lack of electricity is actually our problem, our infrastructural problem. That's one of the challenges we have. And today, Orange Africell and that of QCell will provide you on internet as if you have not paid for it, as if you are borrowing it. That is one problem. So, infrastructural challenges we have are these two. Another challenges we have as computer science is what? Educational reform. Let me share this quickly. When I entered this college, I had a friend of mine who picked another college to enter. According to him, he said those colleges were the zenith and the apex of things. That's for him. You don't argue with the fool. You understand? So, every year he will call me. Have they given you your course outline? And I said, yeah. He said, send it to me. But I didn't know what it was for. So he did that year one, second year, third year. And just last week, he also called me. Have you received your final curriculum for your final year? And I said, yeah. He said, send it to me. And after a day, he messaged to me and he said, wow. And I said, what do you mean by wow? I don't understand. He said, your curriculum is actually advanced. I've researched about it and what? It is what? The emerging technologies. That is what you guys are doing. I give a round of applause for this institution, guys. But imagine somebody telling me his institution is at the zenith and the apex of education. But I didn't argue because I knew where I was and I know myself. So now he's actually confirming. So that brings us to what? This challenge, educational reform. We need institutions and schools to what? To keep on updating their curriculums to what? Emerging technologies at its goal. That is what we need. Now let me talk to our able lecturers. This is what you also do. Let us encourage research. Let us foster creativity. Let us start introducing our students to opportunities that is of an internship to big tech companies. This will help us greatly. I will leave you with this quote. Those who understand technology are the future. Let's try to be part of shaping that future. Thank you all for your time.